following is a paid advertisement by ADHD Arts for the series Technique Tutorial. Does your art suck? Do your paintings look like a kindergartner's? Follow along with my series to learn how to not suck at art.
Our goal is to have you learn a wide variety of techniques in painting, using pastels, and many different art forms. Our easy to follow along lessons will have you smiling and enjoying art, as well as putting out some beautiful masterpieces of your very own. So pull up a chair, bring out your paints, let's paint together.
Join the countless people using Technique Tutorial and not sucking at art anymore. Technique Tutorials, a series on how not to suck at art, payment due up front. We take all major subscribes and most major likes and shares. Please allow 3 to 5 weeks between lessons. Subscribe now. Content is standing by.
Hey guys, welcome to the first edition of Technique Tutorial. Today's theme is minimalism. We're going to do a very beautiful couple of pictures using just a few simple colors and a few simple techniques. So grab your paints, join along. Alright guys, welcome to the first painting of Technique Tutorial. So as you can see here, I am just literally putting out the paint in the pattern, the color scheme pattern, the gradient that I want, and then you just take a brush and start, blending it out, start putting the color out. And I did the white on top because I really wanted the light to be coming from behind it more. And then I'm just using a crisscross stroke to go back and forth and go through all the color. I use the same dirty brush because it allows that color to really radiate throughout the painting, more or less. Now, once I go into the black, of course I'm going to clean the brush to get all that black off. But when you're in the actual color, you're going to want to keep it all the same dirty brush. Just doing crisscross strokes, and the more you blend it, the more it'll really fade and go from one color to the next. You can even upgrade your brush size. I use a 1.5 inches sometimes for my blending, because you can use the corner of it and it just does a really amazing look. But this is a very minimalist style painting. Once you're done with the sky, you're basically done. Now, I like this painting personally. It's a very simple, easy painting. Here I'm throwing in some stars. All I've got is my liner brush with some white on it, and another brush that I use to tap on the top of the liner brush, and it scatters it out. Now, I'm taking my fan brush and taking the corner and throwing in my evergreen trees. This one is going to just have trees to it. So, just make a nice little line down, plan out where all your trees are going to be, and then you're going to take the corner of the brush, and in a zigzag back and forth pattern, you're just going to push down slightly harder as you're going down to give the simulation of the trees. Now, I jump cut a little bit through here, but that's just because it's all basically the same thing. You don't need to see, and you can have as many or as few trees as you want. That is completely up to you. You can have one lonely tree, you can have a couple of really great trees if you want, or you can do like I'm doing and do a whole tree line. That is completely up to you. Same with the colors in the galaxy. You can have it be whatever colors you want. You don't have to use purple and blue and white. You can use green and red and pink for all you care, for all I care. That is completely up to you. So, now you're going to go in with a lighter green color. Just throw in a couple of highlights here and there. Don't get rid of all the dark. That is one of the biggest mistakes by painters when they're first starting out, first learning, is they get rid of all of the dark. You want that dark. It really makes the highlights pop. Without that dark, it doesn't have its dimension. So, rule number 1 for technique tutorial, don't get rid of all the dark. Do not. And just have fun. And you can even change the highlight color of it, like if that galaxy is really close in the background and it's radiating enough light, it can affect the overall hue of the trees. You can make it to where it's got blue. Now here, I'm just adding a quick waterfall, taking the fan brush, making some small straight lines at the very top where the water is still horizontal before it comes crashing down. And you can't hear, but I am making the sounds, because you gotta make the sounds or else it doesn't work. Gotta give it a little just little sounds. Help you get into the mindset of a waterfall, how it's flowing. But it's very easy to do. Do your few lines at the very top, and then you just go down curling in a nice curve, and that can vary depending on, the angle of the waterfall. I've seen waterfalls in real life that barely had any curve, where it was almost kind of like a slide. And then I've seen ones where it went straight in and backwards, and those the water just falls straight down. And that's what you would do. Okay guys, painting number 2. So we're going to put the paint out in exactly the same way, just put it all out in a nice dotted formation just to help blend the paint out. And I went with my blue and purple again with the white in the middle as my blending color. And that's another nice little tip. Have a very nice blending color that will go great between the two. Now, in this painting, I am switching brushes just to blend out the color, because I really want that purple to stand out. So I'm using a fresh brush for each side. Now, I'm going to keep doing it in crisscross strokes and just nice little, circular movements to blend, and moving from one side to the other, just allowing those colors to merge and mingle and all kinds of fun stuff. Now, once you have this sky done, just like with the other one, this is the minimalist episode, so it's basically done. Throw a little bit more white in there for some highlight, just here and there, just to really give it a nice little look. And the sky is basically done from there. And don't be afraid to keep mixing. When you keep mixing and you keep making it and keep blending it and keep blending it, you can come out with some really beautiful colors, some really beautiful skies and sunsets and night skies, just any kind of sky. That's my big tip for any sky, is don't be afraid to blend too much. If you blend too much, you can go back with a little bit more color and just bring it back. Now, this one we're going to have some nice mountains on it. I'm just using the black and going straight over the bottom of it and just getting the overall shape of it all. I am blending ever so slightly on the top, just kind of giving it an outside radius so it's not too big and it's not too small, and just dabbing it more or less for this level of blending, just to kind of help blend it all nicely, softly. And we're doing the stars, and I'm going to throw a couple of really nice twinklers in there. And for that, I'm using the liner brush, same as I did with the other stars, but I'm putting just a nice little heavy drop on it, and then some nice little straight lines coming out. And with that, I'm going to throw a couple small waterfalls on it, and this painting will basically be done. If you enjoyed this content, let me know, and we'll be making more of it. So with the waterfalls, these ones are going to come straight down off the cliff. You're not going to see too much of the up top. So they're just going to fall straight down. Don't be afraid to have a little bit of fun trying some of these out. Let me know if you try them. Let me know if you like them. And I hope you guys join me for the next